2020 examinations has become more like a suspense movie for all of us. Council has provided the students with two options. Option 1 to give examinations, option 2 to give pre-board marks. Firstly, as soon as this decision arrived, principals demanded the students to give their decision in the form of written application by the next 24 hours, which means that we were not given enough time to think upon our decision. Secondly, we were unaware of the fact that if we go with option 2, the council will increase our pre-board marks. Third and the most important is that most of the schools are imposing pressure on the students to go with option 1, whereas the council had clearly stated that the choice should be made by the student in consultation with his parents and the school should not interfere. I just want to ask one question to the schools. If you cannot follow the rules made by the council, then why we should follow your rules? Now, you teach us in commerce about consumer exploitation, you teach us in civics about fundamental rights, but end up treating us as students like puppets. You impose your will upon us. If we are satisfied by our pre-board marks, then who are you to force us to give examinations? It's completely our choice. Schools say that they are concerned about our future, but what I think is that they are not even concerned about our lives. They want us to sit in the examinations with such a deadly virus. You teach us that we should not let anyone suppress us illegally. In commerce, you teach us that employers should not harass their employees and employees should enjoy all the privileges they have. But in the end, we all know that books are just pages, chapters are just texts, and education is just a business. Now, I want to thank Mr. T.S. Sudhir sir, who has a YouTube channel named Study with Sudhir, which deals with the ICSE, ISC and CBSE things. It is just because of him that I am so much informed about council, just because he keeps his students informed about the wordings made by the council. My dear friends across India, I want to talk to you. Why are you letting them force you? We have not acquired so much of knowledge just to earn marks, but to fight for our rights and take our opportunity. Even after being so much literate, if we cannot stand for our rights, then this education is useless. If we are getting pressurized by our school illegally and we cannot stand for our rights, then my dear friends, we are not studying right. Just think once, after late Sushant Singh Rajput's suicide, his fans were so much in agony and anger that they united and made these star kids, these productions of nepotism, lose 1.3 million followers. I'm talking about Alia Bhatt, who lost 1.3 million followers, which is equivalent to 13 lakh followers. So if we unite together, then we can stand for our rights too. We are the people who made them lose the followers, so we are the people who should fight for our rights. We can unite and stand against the evil practices of the schools. You should not let anyone take your decision. Stand and fight. If then also they are not listening, then file a complaint against them and show them that this generation cannot be stopped. In schools, when we ask for a detailed lecture or to explain one thing again, so what teachers say is that they cannot spoon feed us all the time. We are grown-ups and we should know what is right and what is wrong. So now why are they spoon feeding us? It's our decision. We are 15-16-year-old children and we can take the decision ourselves. And my dear friends, it's not the time to cry for your rights. You have to fight for your rights. And council has said that the decisions made can be changed before the examinations. So take the step. I am very glad that my school is not imposing any kind of pressure and is allowing to change the decision even after it is made. But I know that out there are many schools which are imposing pressure on the students to choose option 1. So stand for your rights. My friends, stand.